2 days, I'm gonna be driving on the Coquihalla, and this is my choice of car. It's a S550 Mustang GT with the 6-speed manual transmission. And I'm gonna show all you guys who say you can't daily a sports car in the winter, specifically a Canadian winter, wrong. I'm gonna swap out my summer tires for some winter tires. I'm jacking up my car by the differential, then I'm gonna take my rear wheels off. Pulled into BC Ferries, 6 o'clock. Ferry boards in about 10 minutes. Unloading now. BC Ferries is the only place where right when they open they'll still be late. Depending on the tide, especially when you have a car that's low to the ground right here, this ramp, you have to go at an angle like this guy's showing me right now. Or else you're gonna scrape the hell out of your car, and if you have a splitter, say goodbye to it. This little tunnel right here is actually mandatory to do a small pull, even if your car is cold. Just like that. So today I'll be driving on the Coquihalla. It's nicknamed the Highway Through Hell. There's actually a TV show that was purely based on cars crashing and getting towed out of there. Most people recommend you have all-wheel drive, at least, if not 4-wheel drive. But I do have snow tires on, so that should help me a lot.
Good. Easy for you to say. They got merch from Kid. Goliath are last chance to stop.
This is part of Sea to Sky Highway. Since we hosted the Olympics here in Vancouver in 2010, this got a huge rehab. A lot of money went into this road, and it's still pretty garbage. I just came from a town called the Sunshine Coast. It's not very sunny though, it just rains and clouds, kind of miserable. So I decided today we're gonna make it more miserable by going on the Coquihalla. Yesterday got a bunch of snow, and there's a snowfall warning for today. It's basically the perfect day to go on that shitty road. I won't be going through the actual town of Vancouver. Somebody's already in the ditch over there, and it's not even snowing yet. This is the Ironworkers Bridge. See, over there is Vancouver, and if you look really closely, you can see the Lionsgate Bridge. Those towers over there, those are actually rides for an amusement park. Kind of sucks. We're coming up on another mandatory pull. You have to do a pull here. Just to let all the other drivers know that you're a dude, you're compensating for your you have to. At least here in BC, we have ghost cars that sit along the highway, normally unmarked, 4Runners, Toyota Siennas, and F-150s, so it's not your normal Ford Explorer, so that's why it's good to invest in one of these, as I think they're legal here too, so there's no point in not having one. Next stop is probably the gas station.
The Tory is activated.
I'm about an hour away from the Coquihalla and about an hour and a half away from the summit, and already it's not looking that great. All this rain's gonna be snow up there. As it's 6 degrees down here, it'll be at least -1 or -2. So there's gonna be a lot of ice and snow on the road. Just filling up to get gas. 91. Let's see how much it costs in Canada to fill up a Mustang. I still have about a quarter tank left. We're at $63 so far. So it's $82 to fill up at one of the cheapest gas stations in the greater Vancouver area. Canada, if you were wondering. I'm starting to see the first signs of snow. The Coquihalla has a speed limit of 120 kilometers an hour, which is actually the fastest speed limit in Canada. I know for you Americans, that's not very high. That's about 75 miles an hour, give or take. And that's probably your lowest highway speed limit. But hopefully I won't clip this and I'll be flipped upside down in a ditch. Another consequence of driving on this highway in the winter is your car gets stoned to death. It gets sandblasted. I'm starting to rethink this decision. This kind of sucks, but this might end up taking longer if there's accidents or a lot of snow or waiting up for snow plows. I figured if the semi trucks can go up these mountain bypasses, I probably can too, right? I have 450 horsepower. Just power my way through the snow. I think that's how it works. It has 435 horsepower stock and about 420. See, we're coming to a stop right here. I'm not sure what this is. There's an accident, or if we're waiting for a plow. Oh, oh, I really hope there's not a accident. I might have just got here at the worst time. Maybe if I got here 2 minutes earlier, I would have been past this. I might be sitting here for a while. Me. Update. So there's 3 semi trucks blocking the highway that are getting chained up. That's what the holdup is. So once those semi trucks get chained up, we should be on our way. Hopefully. Probably not. Probably gonna be stuck here for 3 hours. Should have went the other direction. Should have listened to everybody else. I don't think that's a good sign. There's a cop right up there. If you can see the lights. The answer to this situation that I've put myself in is if I was speeding, I would have been able to get through this. But since I wasn't speeding, I'm stuck here. So to summarize, speed and you won't get stuck like me and have to wait here. We're finally starting to move after just over an hour. See, I'm spinning up this whole hill. See if traction control. Nope, that doesn't help. This is the steepest grade hill just up here. I'm not sure if it's a whole highway or Canada wide. Just up this bear shed. I think this thing will do it. I don't have chains, so it better do it. Oh, this is gonna be a long drive. Somebody's trying to pass. Or am I the I think I'm probably just take it slow. Absolutely. So it's about 100 kilometers of this, and then we should get back to normal. Fishtailing. Still fishtailing. There we go. Mandatory pull. Always make sure you're conserving gas too. That's the #1 rule. Always drive in snow with a full tank, because you don't know how long you'll be out there for. See, like this car has a snow mode. If you click this button over here, you can go from normal, sport, track, snow. I'm not sure why track is before snow, because you'll be in that setting for the time that you're filtering through the different modes, right? So you'll have no track control. See, you don't need a truck or a Jeep. Just buy yourself a Mustang and you can get through anything. Hopefully. You know, because a lot of trucks are sold as rear-wheel drive and they have no weight over the rear end. It's basically the same thing as this, but at least you look cool doing it in this. These are the who didn't chain up. See, that whole lane is blocked. 2 lanes are blocked on that side.
Easy for you to say. They got Bergstrom, kid. Goliath's our last chance to stop them.
You. you, you, and you especially. These man, I'm telling you. As I was saying, most trucks have a slightly better ground clearance. This car is lowered 1.7, 1.6 inches. So I have about 5.5 inches of ground clearance. This is definitely ideal in this circumstance. Oh, he's gonna get me for drifting. Oh shit, oh shit.
The towing is activated.
Let's see. Yeah, see, it's pretty stable. See, floor it, catches itself. Easy peasy. See? It's hard to spin. You'd have to be a to spin out in this. So this 2.5 hour drive just turned into 5 hours. Or 6. Seeing how it f***ing goes. But look, there's a Tacoma. Toyota Tacoma in the front of this line of cars. And I'm keeping up. Has nothing to do with the vehicle. All to do with the driver. And when you're going slow in this too, you get good fuel economy. Basically a Prius. You know, I don't understand why they made the Coquihalla like this. It was meant to be a fast way to get to the interior of BC. But they went up mountains and shit like that. So then it gets snowed out. Then it's faster to go on the old roads. Why I didn't go on the old roads, I don't know. I'm not that smart. I'm driving a Mustang in the snow. To be made. See, I would pass, but there is a bit of snow on the ground still. See, I'm gonna pin it here. Pin it. Spinning. Ooh, pin it. See, it snaps back like that. Snow mode. This car is meant for the snow. The way it handles, I can't spin out. Knock on wood. I'm really thinking that lane actually looks better than this. See? Slush, rocks, dirt. Mustang doesn't care. Mustang doesn't care at all. Pin it. Yeah, it barely spins out. You passed me earlier. You're in the wrong lane, buddy. Wrong lane. Watch this. Get by a Mustang. You. Please don't end up in a ditch. Come on, you got it. Lifted Tacoma with like on the top, about to get by a Mustang in the snow, in the snow, and we say bye bye.
And we say bye bye.
Let's go. See? Oh, it's a little squirrely. My speedometer is not accurate, by the way. And this video is AI generated. Now, that's a big problem with living in the Okanagan. You're very limited by this highway and the conditions of this highway. And not only that, is if you book a plane, a lot of the time, they don't have the infrastructure to de-ice all the commercial planes, de-ice the runway, plow the runway, and also the fog is a big limiting factor. See, I caught up to the snow plows. I don't even need the snow plows. This car don't need no help. See, I caught up to the trucks and all that. Now it's blacktop. People get so worried for nothing. No ice, 0 degrees. Might as well take off my jacket at this point. Now this is only about 10 minutes after I recorded the last clip. And look, there's nothing on the road anymore. People buy a Jeep or a truck or a 4x4 for 5 minutes of snow. See all this snow that's on my windshield's flying off my hood. Here, I'm gonna pepper all these cars with some rocks and oh, never mind, he was smart. He moved over. Is that a cop? It's a safety hazard, all this snow. If I had a supercharger sitting on top of my engine, it would melt all that snow, so it wouldn't be flying up in my windshield. So you've learned 2 things in this video. If you speed, you won't get stuck for an hour and a half. And number 2 is buy a supercharger and you won't have snow flying in your face. And buy a sports car for the winter, because clearly they're the best, because I'm passing everybody.
No, kid. You and I have just become the first four-wheeled motorcycle team in history.
Just heading up the second highest mountain bypass. There's a bit of ice. You can see all the dirt and sand on it. You can hear it clattering against the car. It's not too bad. Like, I'm driving intentionally on the rocks, and the car's completely stable-ish. Get a bit of fishtailing.
Rest in peace to all the kids that lost their lives in the parking shooter.
Good. Easy for you to say. They got Bergstrom, kid. Goliath's our last chance to stop them. Or their last chance to stop us.
Now that I've arrived at my destination quickly and safely, I'm gonna go against all the other YouTube videos that say you can't daily sports car and be the devil's advocate and say, buy one. This is the best winter vehicle that you could possibly buy with money. I just pulled into the car wash and I'm gonna show you guys the state of the car with all the salt mounted on it. And don't forget, always speed and always drive reckless.
We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust.